The following video is based on true events. Viewer discretion is advised. There is a group of cold case investigators who meet biannually in Saskatchewan. The Saskatchewan Association of Cold Case Investigators share information and knowledge between agencies. This video is a result of their collaboration. These are some of their cases. On May 26, 1982, at 6:32 p.m., Rosthern detachment received a call from a cattle farmer. The farmer was out checking on his cattle along the South Saskatchewan River when he found a deceased male floating in the river. The RCMP Historical Case Unit is currently investigating this unidentified John Doe case.
Police attended the scene and they observed a partially decomposed male, partially submerged in about 6.5 inches of water. The male was brought into Saskatoon and an autopsy was performed later that week, and the autopsy was performed at City Hospital, and they determined that the male was Caucasian, 35 to 40 years old, approximately 5 feet 11 inches tall, 140 to 150 pounds. He wore a full set of dentures, so upper and lower dentition, which was, we thought, a good find. He wore denim blue jeans, size 34. Had cowboy boots on, which were a size 9.5. He had a black Caswell money belt, and also there was evidence that he had a surgical scar from his appendix being removed. There was no other identifiable features observed on him at the time. He couldn't be identified, so he was buried at the Woodlawn Cemetery.
With advancements in DNA and forensic science, it was decided to exhume John Doe in 2004 for further investigation.
It was decided that they would do a disinterment to try to see if they could maybe establish an identity of John Doe.
Dr. Ernie Walker is a forensic anthropologist. He was present when the body of John Doe was exhumed from the Saskatoon Cemetery for further examination.
Bodies are exhumed for quite a number of reasons. Typically, we might be looking for a DNA sample. So we would exhume and I would extract some molar teeth and then hope to get the DNA out of the middle of the tooth. I was contacted during that time to exhume a body of a John Doe in Woodlawn Cemetery. And this individual had been missing in the early 80s and was found badly decomposed in the South Saskatchewan River near Rosthern. And needless to say, I wasn't surprised by what we found. The remains were in an extremely desiccated state. What were we going to try to do with this set of remains to get an identification? The soft tissues were not going to be of any use. It was very clear that I'm going to need to bring some skeletal material back. The cranium, the skull, and the lower jaw were brought back and processed.
DNA samples retrieved could not help in identifying John Doe.
For the identification, DNA was an impossibility, again because there were no teeth in part and because of the marked deterioration of the remains. So we decided we were going to go for a facial reconstruction.
Dr. Walker examined the remains, and with the assistance of an RCMP forensic facial reconstructionist, a face was given to John Doe.
In this particular case, the work was done in New Brunswick by the RCMP, and so after I prepared that cranium and the lower jaw, that was sent to New Brunswick, where a clay model was made, and then it was shipped back to Saskatchewan. And you have to see if anyone recognizes, or this looks similar to a person I used to know. That's the hard part.
Somebody somewhere must know this individual, whether he was hitchhiking through, don't know. But somebody somewhere knows who he is, and I'm hopeful publications of his images, we might be able to identify him and give him a name.
Moats kagiwi tenaik ewanid asapega egimiskat. Moat specific peganis paniu ayak ewanid. Otsi taupugot tawita manayak ewanid kiampugo egispani asak kayatyo.
If you have any information about unidentified John Doe, please call Crime Stoppers at 1-800-222-8477.